So, 1, 2, 3, there. So, listen, you motherfuckers should know by now. As soon as this call starts, just immediately hit record. Because we're going to dick around for like 5-10 minutes. And in that 5-10 minutes, it's usually funnier. It's usually funnier than the actual fucking podcast.
What do you mean?
You're gonna tell me that the first 10 minutes of this call is not gonna be funnier than the next like hour and a half.
It depends.
Have we done the clap sync yet?
I have.
We did it. None of us did. You just went 1, 2, 3, clap, and you just did it all on your own, you idiot.
Oh well. Okay. All right. Take it from the top. Let's do it.
1, 2, 3. Great.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
Fuck, I hate you so much. Hey everyone, welcome to the DipShips podcast, the totally legitimate boating podcast. Mm-hmm. I am joined, as always, by my lovely, wonderful. I should introduce myself. I'm Calamity Carl, your host as always. It's already off to a great start.
Good intro.
Let me introduce our wonderful co-hosts, PM, the Rear Admiral. What's and Nick Jonas superfan Jordan.
That's not my title. Oh, my dog's offended by calling me the Nick Jonas superfan.
No, he's offended that you are a Nick Jonas superfan.
But
your dog wants to fucking eat you alive.
But you are. I expect boat facts and Nick Jonas facts every single week.
I'm not gonna have Nick Jonas facts every week.
Can you call yourself a superfan, man? That's fucked up. You're lazy.
Yeah, really. You're a disgrace. I thought you loved him.
I just saw him in 2 Jumanji movies. I don't know what else to tell you.
2?
Yeah, he's in both of the new Jumanji movies.
I forgot they made a second new Jumanji movie. See, there's our fact, I guess. He's in 2 Jumanji movies.
Yeah.
All right.
He plays a kid that's stuck in the video game version of Jumanji for like 30 years.
So wait, he's the modern day Robin Williams?
What the So the way that those movies work is that Jumanji has realized, the board game has realized that no kid wants to play it anymore. So it metamorphosizes into an NES game.
Because kids want to play that.
Yeah. So instead of like the board game bringing creatures from its world into our world, it takes kids into its world. So like the nerdy kid becomes Dwayne Johnson. The pretty like popular girl becomes Jack Black.
That was funny.
The nerdy kid's best friend becomes Kevin Hart, and the nerdy kid's crush becomes Karen Gillan, I think.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who the last one is.
Nebula in the Marvel movies.
I don't know who that is. I haven't. The last Marvel movie that I saw was Thor 1.
Oh.
I'm very behind on my Marvel.
So Nick Jonas got trapped in fucking Jumanji world for like 30 years, and no one was ever able to complete the game of Jumanji that he started. So when the Dwayne Johnson kid comes in and his gang beats the game, reality snaps back like how it did in the original, so that Nick Jonas is just this normal looking guy and is a family man in the real world now.
Why is Jumanji an SCP?
Always was.
Yeah, always was.
I guess so. The only thing I remember from the new Jumanji movies was from that clip in the trailer where somebody throws a berry at The Rock and he just starts bouncing it on his titties.
I would do the same.
Same.
That's all I remember. I could do that now.
I bet you can.
So, how was your guys' weeks?
Oh boy. All right. Quick little thing to start off. It's not much of a story. It's not really a story. It's just something that I witnessed.
Yeah.
So currently, I'm in between full-time jobs and I'm working part-times. So I have a little part-time where I clean a school. And it's in a part of town where during the day it's a lovely part of town, but during the nighttime all the wackadoos come out. And on one particular night, it was last Thursday, I'm on my way to work. It's like fucking like 1 o'clock in the morning. And there's this dude with a very nice like suit jacket on. Like very like, okay, here's the thing. From the waist up, looks like immaculate, like looking like a gentleman. Like on his way to a business meeting. But from the waist down, there's nothing. He's just not wearing anything from the waist down. Like no
Dick
under,
out.
just hard dick out. Trust me, it was hard. No shoes, no socks, no nothing. And he's just with his hard dick, just meat spinning and peeing all over the place. Whoa. He's walking, meat spinning, and peeing all at the same time. While hard. And I'm like, motherfucker, that's cold. Because it is cold. How are you doing that? Is there a new pill on the market? And that's it. That's the story. I continued on my... Because here's the thing. If you acknowledge
Was he on,
it...
like, the other side of the street or something?
No, he wasn't saying anything. He was just minding his own business. Meat peeing.
With no cock in it.
And that's it. If you acknowledge the crazy for too long, the crazy will eventually approach you. So I just continued on my merry way. I went to work. Never saw him again. Hopefully I never do.
So, at work Thursday night, I assume you guys have to wear, like, slip-resistant shoes at your guys' jobs?
No.
Not have to, but...
I ain't no pussy. I wear runners. Fuck, I've been wearing sandals to work for the last, like, fucking, like, 6 months. Not 6 months, like 5 months.
Well, for some reason, I go through work shoes like fucking paper. They destroy so easily for me.
Are they actually made of paper?
My dad says it's because of the way I walk.
You waddle?
I apparently drag my feet.
So what part of the shoe's being destroyed? Is it the bottom?
Yeah, it's the bottom.
Yeah, you're dragging your feet, son.
So my right work shoe, it was starting to peel off, so I had to super glue the bottom of it back to the shoe. Left shoe, perfectly fine up until Thursday night. I'm walking back to the kitchen to get rid of my bus tub. My left shoe fucking explodes.
As in...
Like 3/4 of the bottom just completely fall off and I fall on the ground.
Was there no sign of it, like, slightly? No.
Like, it just fucking burst.
Did you magically grow a club foot?
A what?
A club foot? Do you not know what a club foot is?
I don't know what a club foot is.
As far as I know, it's just when one of your feet just gets, like, really big.
It's larger than the other.
Yeah, it's just, like, it's like club sized.
Just club size.
It's club size. Super sized foot.
So I had a fun day Wednesday.
What happened Wednesday?
I had a fun day. What?
I thought you were going to bring up today.
What was today?
First off, my condolences to your turtle.
He's not dead yet.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, my condolences, because the having to wake up to an ultimatum like that is, first off, fucked up. But you should. Okay, this is kind of fucked up for me saying this, but you should be thankful that you got an ultimatum at all. Because if it were me and my folks, I would have come home to the smell of turtle soup.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Because we ain't going to let all that go to waste.
Pam, your family frightens me.
Look, these are the same people that when my rabbit passed away, and then I told them about it, they screamed at me going, "What, you didn't fucking keep it? You could have brought it here. We could have made rabbit stew."
Oh,
Fuck. Fucked.
That's fucked up.
It's a good thing they didn't say anything about my cat. Jesus.
We could have made cat kebabs.
All right.
So, Carl, what happened Wednesday?
It was you guys know how there are episodes of SpongeBob that are Squidward torture porn, where it's just him being tortured for about half an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is what Wednesday felt like. I got into work, and before I could even like get any of my stuff to go and do work, they were like, all right, we gotta go down to the gym and move TVs. 'Cause I work at a high school, but they have like new like smart TVs for the classrooms they're putting in.
Okay.
So they can like use them instead of smart boards. And they had kept them in one of the gyms because they're like, we don't have space to put them anywhere else. But
what the fuck is a smart board?
You know, it's like a whiteboard, but you got a projector that projects onto it.
Oh, okay. It's like
they were a thing for me in my time in school.
It's a whiteboard for. Never mind. Anyway, go ahead.
What are you gonna say?
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Imagine a big iPad.
Yeah, it's basically what the new ones are. It's big TVs. So the athletic director is just like, all right, we need you guys to move them in case like we don't want students in the gym to run into them and break them. Or like, there's giant mats in front of them. There's no way the kids are gonna. Yeah, but I don't want to take the chance. So we went down to move them. In the middle of moving them, a student ran up to us and was like, someone spilled a smoothie in the gym. You need to go mop it up. We're like, we're busy right now. Give us a second. We'll be right there.
What's with the children telling you what to fucking do? What the fuck is this shit?
I know. So we go to move the second TV out, and the athletic director starts moving carts that we had stored in the gym out. And he's like, where should I put these? And we're like, oh, in this closet in the middle of this hallway. He goes to the wrong closet and stands outside the door shouting, it's locked. The door's locked. I can't go in. The door is locked. I can't get in.
Door's stuck.
While we're trying to get this fucking TV off of this cart. Just like, oh my god. So then he just walks into the storage room we're in. He's like, oh, I could just put him in here. Tries bringing him in, bashing him against the fucking walls.
Oh.
I leave him to do that. I go to grab the mop before I can get up to where my mop is. One of the assistant principals calls on the radio. And I was like, we need a custodian to head to the gym. There is a spill on the floor. I'm like, I am aware.
I'm literally on my way to fix it.
I'm on my way to do it right fucking now.
I love that. I hated any job with a radio. I've only ever had two. And every time that I've had control of that radio, I'm on my way to fix a problem, and I get a call on the radio saying, "Hey, there's a problem that needs to be fixed." I'm like, I know, I'm doing it right now.
It's so awful every time. So I'm filling up my mop bucket. I bring it down. On my way down, my phone goes off, the radio goes off, and my coworker who was with me calls me to, like, he's like standing at the end of the hallway with one of the coaches, shouting like, "Oh, she said she needs to get into one of the classrooms. She's got to use the classrooms." And I'm like, I'm gonna fucking kill myself today. I'm gonna fucking lose my goddamn mind if you people won't leave me alone for a fucking second.
There's so much going on.
Does no one?
So much happening.
Does no one have keys?
I was like, why aren't you taking care of it then? I'm taking care of the spill. He starts walking away. I'm like, that's great. That's cool. I guess I'll deal with that when I'm done dealing with this spill. I take care of it. There are students running past me, like right in my fucking face, running right past me. I'm like, all right, that's cool. That's awesome. I have to put a wet floor sign down. They move it out of the way. I'm like, that's cool. I hope you slip and break your necks. See you later. I did my job. The missed call was from my boss. And he told me like, oh yeah, a teacher in your area complained that one of your rooms was dirty. And I went, what do you mean? That room that he said is dirty. I cleaned it last night. I went through specifically to clean that room. There were fucking contractors in our building doing electric work, which means they need to get into the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
They got fucking dust from the ceiling tiles all over everything after I cleaned it.
Okay, people are so fucking busy for no fucking reason. Okay, that room that she's talking about, that is specifically your room, right?
Yeah.
No fucking teachers have no business being in that room, right? That is your room.
No, it was one of the classrooms.
Oh, then Oh, okay.
It was her classroom.
When you say your room, I'm assuming like a custodial room where your shit. Okay, that's fine then.
I'm guessing.
I was about to fucking pop off because it's like, bitch, this is my fucking room. You have no business in my room. Why are you complaining about the mess in my room?
No, actually, you know what? Our head of facilities went walking around checking the slop rooms, is what we call them, but it's the supply room. Mm-hmm. He looked at mine. He told my boss to tell me that my room was clean. It's clean and organized, and he likes it. And I was like, my room is disgusting. It's covered in dirt because of all the construction that's been happening. But I mean, thanks.
Just goes to show you how shitty the other fucking rooms are.
Yeah, no, the other ones are big fucking messes.
So good job.
I assume that classroom was just like in your section. Then.
Yeah, I was in my section.
Ah.
And of course, I had to then, after taking care of another section that I had to take care of with like 2 other people, because we don't have any substitutes in the district, I guess, to take care of them, I had to go through my rooms a second time to make sure they weren't dirty.
Yeah, you gotta love when people, because here's the thing. Carl, how long have you been cleaning for as a career?
As a career, almost like 10, 11 years.
Okay, I've been doing it for about, Jesus. I've been doing it on and off
about
for
like 20, right?
About like 20. So I feel your pain tenfold, buddy. There's something like, because here's the thing. Every single person who isn't a cleaner goes up to cleaners thinking that it's the fucking easiest job in the world. Any fucking monkey pea-brained idiot can fucking do it. You have and considering the amount that people complain over the tiniest little insignificant bullshit is it's heartbreaking to say the least.
I remember one time at my old job where one of the teacher aides called down to our office and was like, "There's a flood in the bathroom. We need someone to bring up a mop and maybe a vacuum because it's so much water." There was like the tiniest little puddle in the middle of the room. When I got up there. I was like, "You are dumb." I was so mad.
That reminds me of like a couple weeks ago when supposedly a urinal had flooded in the bathroom.
Ugh.
And I went in there to... Fun fact about my job, we don't have a mop.
What the fuck?
I think that's a hazard. I think you are legally obliged to have a mop.
So
I don't know how America works.
The explanation I was given is that a mop would just make our floors worse.
Okay, here's the thing. So you work at a restaurant, right?
Yes.
Okay. Does your restaurant in the kitchen during the day, do they put sawdust on the floor?
I don't think so.
Okay. Your employer is trying to kill your entire kitchen staff. And probably you. Because
I slip routinely in my kitchen. I catch myself all the time, but
you don't need slip resistant shoes. Just go to a sawmill, grab a bag of sawdust, and just sprinkle it periodically on the floor to suck up any like oils or liquids. And then at the end of the night, you just sweep all that shit up and then mop afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I learned a lot. I never worked in a restaurant, so I don't know that that's...
I've been because of the part-time, because of the Italian sandwich place that I work at, I've learned a lot of shit. And listen, me and this Italian me and the Italians go way back, all right? So I learned a thing or two, and over the past decade, I've been working for this family of Italians. Yeah, man, sawdust is the way to go. If you're running a restaurant and you're worried about your waitstaff hurting themselves, don't get them slip-resistant shoes because those things, according to Jordan, just spontaneously combust. So just grab a bag of sawdust.
I'm gonna be honest, PM. I've worked at 3 different restaurants.
Yeah,
I've seen no one do this sawdust method.
It's honestly the way to go. It's a lot. I feel more confident because here's the thing: in the place that I work at, they have a heavy duty fryer. Like, fuck McDonald's. McDonald's ain't got nothing on this fucking fryer. So there is constant oil on the floor.
In my like final couple months at Cracker Barrel, that's when they added the fried chicken to their menu.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a massive deep fryer there.
I don't know why you working at Cracker Barrel made me laugh as hard as it did, but
fucking.
I don't know. When I hear the name Cracker Barrel is like so old to me, and Jordan's like a fucking baby. So like I don't know. It's weird. Did they touch you inappropriately?
I worked there from when I was 16 to 18.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'm melting.
They were like, "Oh, you're a nice young little piece of ass, huh?"
And then I worked at Texas Roadhouse from 18 to until January of this year.
Oh boy, let me see how you wipe down that table there. Look at you bending down.
No.
I got some fun stories about Texas Roadhouse because my sister worked there at the same time I did. So I nearly killed a couple motherfuckers because of that.
This podcast is awful because like I've been trying to transition into a story that Carl told like fucking 15 minutes ago, and I have because we keep segueing out of it. I don't know how to segue back in. How do I segue back into exploding toilets? I don't know how. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? How do I do this? Do I do it now?
PM, this is why we'll be fine in terms of topics, because we'll just
hold on. I'll give you a segue, PM.
Okay.
So the Bluetooth in my car decided it didn't want to work on Wednesday also, which added to my misery and pain, where I spent half an hour on my dinner break trying to figure out how to fucking fix that, and pulled over on the side of the road crying and sobbing because it wouldn't work and I was having a mental breakdown.
Didn't you talk about this last week?
And
am I having deja vu?
No, you're not.
Oh, okay.
God, I think you're going crazy.
This was last Wednesday.
I swear to God, I heard about this already.
No, I tweeted about it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that might be it.
That'd be why. And then when I was cleaning up my rooms and everything, I finished cleaning a bathroom, and one of the contractors who was still in the building decided to go in and use it, and I almost exploded at him over using the toilet.
I mean, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
You're supposed to say, speaking of exploding in toilets, but...
Oh, you see, I'm bad at this. I've been out of the game for far too long. Anyway, I used to work at a gym.
Yeah.
Oh, it's this story.
Now, at said gym, there's security checkpoints where like there's a gate and there's a scan thing on the wall where you scan your little ID so you can go enter into the gym.
Yeah.
Now, if you're there to sign up, you just go there, wait at the gate, and like, hey, I want to sign up for a new membership. Can you help me out? One day, I finished my shift at work. I'm on my way home, and then I got a call from my boss saying, I need you to get back to the gym ASAP. Something awful happened. And after working like, what was it? Like a 9-hour shift, I'm like, am I getting paid for this? And he's like, no is. It's yes or no. And he goes, oh, I guess fine. This was like an old boss, a boss that I did not like before. Now my current boss is great. So I head back to the building, and right outside of the building, there is a man in handcuffs sitting on the fucking curb of the sidewalk, and police all over the fucking place. There are several cop cars. There are several police outside. There are even more police inside. Everybody's got fucking notepads out, taking notes, taking questions. And I walk into the fucking building, and just as I'm about to head into the building, I hear a cop ask the dude in handcuffs, going, "Why'd you do it, sir?" And I swear to God, this, I might have imagined it, but this is what I heard. Because the demons taught me to, officer. Or the demons told me to, officer. It's like, oh, good. I can't wait to see what happens. So I enter inside. Fucking a handcuffed home dude outside. Snuck in. Somehow got past the fucking security gates. Somehow eluded the fucking security cameras. ran into the fucking men's bathroom, took out like a 50-pack of firecrackers, lit all of them, threw them in the toilet, and it exploded.
The demons told me to.
Now, here's the thing. Because of that video, that might have been what I heard. Like, I implanted that in my own head. That might have not what he said at all. Because around that time, that video was in our circulation of memes.
It still is.
I remember hearing this story before, and you said he was like homeless and crazy. So I fully believe that he said the demons taught him to.
You know what? False memories. Who knows?
Shit, you're right.
That's also an old bit. So yeah, then for the next 2 or 3 hours, I was just like fucking the shepherd to the water herd, just like shoveling with a giant sweep broom gallons of what's higher than gallons?
Liters?
I think.
Is it?
Maybe.
That feels like liters feels like lower than gallons.
Size larger than gallon.
I don't know. I'm just saying because gallon sounds bigger.
Jumbo.
Jumbo?
Fine. I'm shoveling jumbos of water into the nearest fucking drain.
No, apparently it's a barrel. And then after that is a hog's shed?
A hog shed or a hug shed?
Or hog's head?
Hog's head. I'm shoveling hogs heads of water into the closest fucking drain, just guiding it to make sure it doesn't like creep out into the rest of the fucking bathroom or the change room. Waiting for the fucking maintenance of the building to turn off the fucking water, and like nobody's fucking picking up the phone, nobody's answering the fucking radio, no one. Everyone refuses to hear my pleas, to hear my cries for help. Just turn off the fucking water so I can fucking sweep up the broken porcelain because it's all over the fucking place. So I can fucking go home. Until eventually somebody fucking turned off the water after like 3 hours. And I was finally able to go home. It was awful.
It sounds like it was pretty fucking awful.
Yeah.
You know what else is awful, PM? Oh,
what's up?
Something I'm thankful for, at least.
Jordan.
I've been doing janitorial / dish / bus work for like 4 years at this point.
Child.
I've never had to clean up shit. Or
you're lucky.
Fucking consider yourself lucky.
Yeah. Oh, I've gotten close. There was a time at Texas Roadhouse.
Motherfucker, you don't come to us with I was close to touching the poo poo. Motherfucker, I've cleaned
I was born in the poo poo. I was born in the poo.
Oh, he was raised in the poo poo.
Yeah, I was fucking molded by it.
Yeah, you were.
You merely adapted the poo poo. Good fucking lord. Don't ever come to me and Carl, but especially me, with stories of, I almost had to touch poo-poo. Don't ever. I don't want to hear it. You've been cut off. Carl, what were you saying?
I forgot.
Okay, cool. Jordan, what were you saying? Don't talk about poo-poo. Don't you dare come to me talk about poo-poo.
There was a time where a manager had to get my sister to calm me down because I nearly killed someone at Texas Roadhouse. So
why would you do that?
For some reason, this customer came in.
The demons tell you to?
And my sister's a host, and she was like working the iPad, clearing tables that needed to be cleared on the floor plan. And for some reason, this customer, as he's walking out, just like shoves his hand in her back pocket and takes her phone out.
Oh. Well, at least he just like attempted to pickpocket and not anything else.
And then he taps on her shoulder saying, "You're gonna need this," and then just walks off after giving her phone back.
What?
Did he like do a sly move of like opening up the number pad and putting up his number? It's not smooth. It's actually quite disgusting. But either way,
I don't know. But after my sister tells me this, I don't know what kind of look I had in my eye, but I go around asking my managers for security camera footage so I can see what this motherfucker looked like. And, like, I'm not doing my job at this point, I'm not bussing at all, but it's like a Saturday morning. We don't really need the tables immediately. And then my sister comes up to me saying, Caitlin, my manager, said she needs me to tell you to calm down because you look like you're about to kill someone.
Jordan,
and I was.
Jordan, full offense, but I feel like if someone walked up to me who looked like you and was like, I'm gonna beat you up, I'm gonna fucking punch you, I would laugh in their face. I'd probably fall over laughing.
Yeah, I can't have somebody looking like the spoony one coming up to me going like, yo man, I don't like what you did back there. Let's take this outside. Like, okay,
granted,
okay,
I
kid.
wouldn't go snatching your sister's phone and grabbing her ass.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that either, but I'm like, if you wanted to start a fight, I'm like, okay, sure.
I also had a knife, so.
Yeah,
Jordan,
that'd do it.
Jordan, I take shits harder than you. I'm not intimidated. I'm sorry. I've seen what you look like. I'm not intimidated. Oh, he's making his busted noise again.
Oh, speaking of shits, PM, you reminded me of a story that I have from my old job, where I had to clean up a child's. I was working at the kindergarten at the time, and I was sitting there talking to one of my other coworkers. We were both substitutes at the time. Mm-hmm. And he's supposed to be somewhere else. He was like, fuck that, I'm gonna come over here and chat with you. We're sitting there talking. One of the teacher aides comes out of the girls' bathroom and goes, there's been an accident in there.
And
little
I
girl
caused
had
it.
Little girl had horrible diarrhea that didn't make it to the bowl in time.
What?
And
no!
She began crying as soon as she got into the bathroom, pulled her pants down, and projectile shit everywhere. I walked in like, oh, how bad could it be? Oh, it was all over the seat, the walls, the floor. I was going to get the mop. I had to get like rags, the garbage pail to throw them all out after.
What's that movie with fucking Eddie Murphy where he's a babysitter? Oh God,
Nutty Professor.
Yeah, no. Sure, fuck it. You just reminded me of that scene where the kid comes out and Eddie Murphy's like, how'd it go in there? And he goes, the kid goes, I missed. Missed? What do you mean he missed? And he goes in and he's just you don't see anything but the look of shock and horror as he's scanning the entire room, and then he eventually looks up at the ceiling and he goes, what the fuck? He really did miss. Oh God.
I was like sitting there cleaning it up, and the other guy was standing outside stopping the kids from coming in to use the bathroom. So like a little girl runs up to like go through, and he's just like, no, you can't go in, sweetie. And she's just like trying to run around him, and he's like, no. She ran off crying to one of the aides who came over, like, she said some strange man was keeping her from the bathroom. He's like, I work here. You've seen me here every day. What do you mean?
It was Daddy Daycare was the movie I was thinking of, and here's the scene. Exactly.
I missed.
And I finished cleaning that up. The head custodian of that building had been called by one of the teacher aides or the cafeteria workers, whatever the fuck, in the cafeteria, because this was while the lunch was going on, and I was supposed to grab the garbages, but I couldn't do that. I was cleaning up shit. So he was looking at me. He was like, are you gonna take out this garbage or what? And I was like, my hands covered in like gloves covered in shit, mop, like wringing out a shit covered mop, and I was like, I'm in the middle of something here. I can't do it right now.
I would have easily have gone through like because even while wearing gloves, if I get anything like dirty on the gloves, I'm like, throw out the gloves immediately because I don't want to touch anything else.
Yeah,
because knowing me and my luck, I would have gotten like shit on the back of my hand of the glove, gone to wipe my fucking face from the sweat off my brow, and just smeared fucking child doo-doo all over my forehead. Yeah, an entire box of gloves.
This is why I can't do that.
Hey everybody, it's your good friend Calamity Carl, just cutting in here real quick to say thank you for listening to DipShips. Hope you all enjoy it. We've had a really good reception to the first episode. Just want a couple little shout outs here. I want to thank Vitazen on Twitter at oh god, I gotta find the at now. At _Vidazen _VIDAZEN for the amazing, incredible intro and just theme song in general for the podcast. We never mentioned it in the last, in this episode and the last episode because we didn't have it yet at the point of recording. But now that we have them, it's really good work, excellent work. And thanks again to Shura Art, our good friend, for a bunch of different art assets like our avatar on Twitter, different like the art itself that we have and use for what are they called? Banners? The banners and such. If you look on Twitter, we got ourselves like nice little banners, and on Podbean. Before I talk about that, thank you also again to Shibuya Gato for assisting with a bunch of different art assets as well, such as the logo and other such things. But yeah, we're on Podbean, we're on Spotify, we're on Apple iPod, holy shit, on Apple Podcasts. That's the one I meant to say. iPod is the product, not the app. We're on Amazon Music / Audible, not Audacity. That's what I used to record. Stupid. Dang, I'm a whole mess today. We're soon to be on Google Play Store. Hopefully, by the time you're listening to this, we're up there. All right, I'm pretty sure that's everything. Just make sure you follow us on Twitter at DipShipsPod, DipShipsPod, for updates on the podcast and everything. Especially for like pictures and such for audio listeners who probably can't see any of the pictures going up, considering they're only listening to the audio. Wink. And make sure if you have any like topics, any questions, anything like that, send them to DipShipsPod at yahoo.com. Same as before, DipShipsPod. And yeah, I think that's about everything. With that, let's get back to the show.
Hello. If you're listening to this podcast, then you're either a big fan of boats or a big fan of listening to friends goof off for a few hours. Well then, I have excellent news for you. Yu-Gi-Oh! The show has plenty of boats. And the Millennium Microphone is a podcast where four friends rewatch the show with boats and also goof off for a few hours every other week. It features that Carl guy that you've been listening to here, along with Shora, BioRoxas, and me, Shibuya Gato. Check us out on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or Podbean. We also have a Patreon to see how many seasons people will force us to watch, so go check that out too, at patreon.com/millenniummike. If you don't know how to spell millennium, that's 2 L's, 2 N's, and then an MIC at the end. Or you could just Google us. I guess that works too. See you there!
Speaking of I missed, that reminds me of being at MagFest with Medi one year. He got so fucking drunk. They got so fucking drunk. This motherfucker. We went to a rave with a bunch of people.
A rave?
And I sat out. Yeah, a rave. It's a music and game convention, so there was a rave going on.
I don't know. I don't think gamers as ravers.
You wouldn't, but there's also the music part.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people go for the music part. So I ducked out for a bit. I was like, I gotta head out. I'm not feeling great. I'm just sitting there. It's like 2 or so in the morning. A very drunk Medi stumbles out and is like drunkenly texting me, where are you, bro? I don't see you. I'm like, you're not typing English. I need you to turn around. I'm right behind you. I had to run to catch up to him because he was running the opposite way. We had to take an Uber back to our hotel. He's just like swaying back and forth, looking at the Uber driver. I'm so sorry about this, too. I'll give you a nice tip. I'll give you a nice tip for you driving back to our little hotel room.
Drunk people are so funny.
We get to the room. He just flops over the bed and goes, "Good night." I wake up in the morning after all of that. I go to take a piss and I go, "What's that smell?"
Oh no.
motherfucker threw up in the tub.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Huge, like fucking chunks. Awful, just like coated the entire thing. It like splashed everywhere. I was like, oh. I tried to run the tub and it like didn't help at all. The motherfucker got up and walked in and was like, "Hey buddy, what are you?" Oh. Did I do that? Yeah, you did.
The last time I remember like projectile vomiting, the only time that I do that when I'm drunk is when I'm straight up like blackout drunk. So like fucking when was this? Oh god, this was like fucking 4 or 5 apartments ago. I think it was for my birthday. I didn't want to go out, so I just sat in my apartment just alone drinking for a while. And I eventually ran out of fucking, what was it? I was drinking whiskey, and I was already shit-faced, but I wanted to drink more. But I had a couple bottles of wine, and I apparently, like, I remember drinking like half a bottle of wine, and then I blacked out after that. Actually, no. I went to bed early, and then I apparently woke up blackout drunk, killed 3 more, or 2.5 more bottles of wine, and then I woke up the next morning, and my entire bathroom is coated in purple. It is purple. It is, dude. When I tell you it's everywhere, I could see where it started. It started of me sitting like, dude, this is like fucking like a crime scene. I could tell by the blood splatter. It's telling me a whole story. It started with me sitting on the toilet because right at head level from where the toilet is, just like the entire spray pattern of down, just diagonally down of purple. It started there. So then I must have gotten up, turned around, because there was still shit in the toilet, and I vomited in there again. So there was purple and shit in there. Then I went into the sink, and then I went into the bathtub, and not the bathtub, the shower. And not just like the bottom of the shower, like every single wall of the shower, just all 3 walls just coated in it.
oh my god!
Like I was a fucking what's it called? Like a bloat from fucking Left 4 Dead, just projectile. Like all. I'm surprised it didn't get on the ceiling.
You mean a boomer?
Yeah, boomer. Where's bloat from? I swear to God, bloat's from something. Like a zombie.
Probably.
Game. Whatever.
It might be Back for Blood. There might be a bloat.
The only time I vomited from drinking was the first time I drank, which was a year ago.
I was about to say like 3 weeks ago.
And I had gone to Detroit with some friends, and the night that we got there, after we got dinner, we went to Walmart, and I bought all the things required to drink, like cups and like shot glasses and stuff. And then all my friends bought at least $150 worth of alcohol. So the first things I drank were 2 rum and cokes and 2 shots of Fireball.
That'll do it.
Wait, okay. Your friends got $150. What did you get? Like 2 bottles of Fireball and then just a bunch of Mike's Hards? Because that's pretty much all your fucking. Wait! I forgot Canadian and American prices.
Oh,
because everything's a lot cheaper on your side, so that'll run you a little farther.
Like we had an entire counter of alcohol that weekend.
Yeah, you over here you would have gotten like maybe 3-4 bottles and a case of Mike's Hard.
So it's about 3 a.m. at this point, and I'm definitely not drunk, but I'm definitely tipsy. But because I'm a first-time drinker, that Fireball isn't setting correctly. I explode from my bed, run to the bathroom, and projectile vomit into the toilet for like 40 seconds.
Lightweight.
When it finally ends, I scream, I feel like I shit out my mouth, and then my friends laugh at me.
I would too. Florida's gonna be fun.
It is.
So wait, Jordan, did you really wait until legal drinking age to get drunk at all, ever?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm 20. I was 18 when that weekend happened.
Oh, okay. Quick, get him!
Oh, no.
He's not 21.
Ooh, get him! Ooh, get him! I feel like out of everyone I know, I'm probably one of the only people who waited until 21 to try actually drinking.
I
Like
did
a
black
loser.
out. Well, I don't know if blacking out is the right term.
I was 15.
Surprising.
I passed out that weekend from having too much because it was also the first weekend I had weed.
Proud of you.
So that Saturday night, keep in mind I'm there for a Smash Brothers tournament, and there are at least 15 drunk people in our room that are screaming about Smash.
Yeah.
I had
So was there just stink lines all over the place?
no.
Oh, okay.
We were I had
Sound a
two
little
rum and
offended.
cokes,
Were you the stinky one?
No.
Oh, okay.
I had 2 rum and cokes. I had 2 shots of Fireball. I had a lemonade vodka and strawberry lemonade vodka mix. And I had like a sip of rum chata. And then I ate half an edible.
Ooh.
So
Sounds like you wanted to die more than anything.
about an hour passes by, and the edible kicks in, and then 30 minutes later, I'm asleep. And keep in mind, this is in a room that has 15 people all screaming and drunkenly raving, and I pass out until 3 p.m. the next day.
That's great. I miss those days. I miss the days of going to conventions and going to bed absolutely wasted and waking up to just crack open a bottle of Coke and a bottle of rum, just mix them together, start drinking at 10 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
I've only ever been to one con. It was like Toronto Comic Con, and I got banned for life.
What?
Yeah. I'm afraid to tell this story because in like 2021 context, it comes off as bad, even though me and the people involved, other than one person, know like the entire story, so we know it's not bad. But okay, fuck it, I'm gonna tell it. So
You can edit it out in post if need be.
it's honestly it's not that bad. So my uncle wanted to go to Toronto Comic Con, and he got 2 tickets, and he asked if I wanted to go. I'm like, yeah, sure. I've never been to one. Fuck it, let's go. So we're there and we're having a great time. And what are they fucking called? Booth babes, where they just have pretty ladies in outfits like promoting whatever the fuck's going on. So my uncle is there at the actual booth, and I'm just chatting with one of the girls. And we're hitting it off. We're kind of flirty, and we're having a delightful conversation. And every once in a while, there's a security guard that's like coming around and like passes by this booth that we're at, and he's giving me this look, a look as in motherfucker, back away. And I pointed out to this girl that I'm talking to, and she's like, yeah, I think he might be into me. I don't know what's going on. He comes around and he tries to talk to me, and he gives me just like this weird vibe. I'm like, okay. So we leave. We eventually come back. My uncle's at the booth again, and he wants to take a picture of like the booth and the girls. So we pose, and me and this girl, we're having a good time. While we're taking the picture, I'm behind her. I put my hand on her ass, and she reciprocated. All right, like she didn't shove her hand down my pants or anything, but she gave me the look of being into it. She please don't cancel me. I swear to God, it was all good. Every part of the party was yes. But the security guard that I mentioned earlier saw this, and he he made it out like I was touching the girl inappropriately. So he put me in fucking zip tie handcuffs and escorted me out of the building. Meanwhile, the girl's going, no, it's fine. What are you doing? There was no problem here. And so they take me to the back. They ask me a bunch of questions, and I'm answering the questions. And the girl came in and she was like pledging for me, but the security guard was like, all right, so you're banned from the venue for life. You're banned from this particular convention for life. And I haven't gone back since to that fucking building.
Well, I'd hope not. You're banned for life.
I mean, I could get away with it. This was like almost 10 years ago.
I doubt anyone would care at this point.
That dude's probably in jail.
I honestly hope that you like walk in and the second you enter, they go, nope.
Yeah,
no.
He's still there. He's the one that greets me. It's like, oh, so you came back, huh?
Oh, after all these years, huh? You think you could just wander right back in, you punk?
No, but the girl was like super sympathetic because like we encountered each other because my uncle, he's a good dude and everything. But like after everything happened, he's like, I'm here for like another 3 more hours, so you can rot outside. I'm gonna enjoy this place. Like, okay, cool. So I just, because he was my only ride, so I just walked around the convention center for 3 hours, and I eventually met up with the girl. And she gave me her number, which was cool. I never called. I never called. I don't know. I think I was traumatized for the whole event. It's like, I don't want to end up calling you and end up in like real handcuffs. So yeah.
PM, you suck.
Hey, I will one day get to a convention in America with you guys and get real arrested. Don't worry about it.
Finally. You reminded me of the time that I found one of my friends dead in our room.
Huh?
So, this was at MagFest, as most of my stories are. We were all very drunk. I was, like, you know, I'm gonna head up to the room. I'm feeling a little tired. I'm gonna go to sleep. It was like 1 or 2 in the morning, I think. This ties into another story where I got into the elevator to go up, and there was a Solaire cosplayer in there from Dark Souls.
I thought this was the Pat story again.
And not that one.
That's my favorite fucking story.
But it was just me and him in this elevator. He's just playing music on this stereo, and I walk in. I'm just standing next to him, and all of a sudden he just starts breaking it down. I'm like, "Fuck it, break it down." We're just sitting there in this elevator dancing, and I get off on my floor, and I was like, "That was fucking weird." Sure is a convention. And I got back to our room. This is just like the biggest fucking, I don't know what just happened, but it was great moments. And I got back to our room and I was like, now I'm really exhausted because my fat ass is trying to dance in this fucking elevator. I like get to our door. I put the key card thing on it to open it. I'm like, I really hope our friend Shay, who's me and Meddy's friend, I really hope that he doesn't have any of our other friends who are at the convention over. I just want to get into bed and go to sleep. I open the door and Shay's face down on the floor, covered in leaves and dirt.
Oh.
And I go, oh, he's dead. Oh, this man was murdered and dropped off here. And now it's our problem. I took a picture. I don't know if I still have the picture. I think I do.
He wasn't actually dead, right?
No, he wasn't actually dead.
Okay.
I took a picture, I sent it to Meddy, and I went, I think someone killed him. And he messaged back going, good.
Did you find out why he was covered in leaves and dirt?
I'll get to that. I lifted him up. I was like, okay, he's still breathing. He's not dead. This is great. We're not going to jail today.
Why would you go to jail for finding a body?
Because, I don't know, they'd probably think we did it.
Okay, anyway.
It would make sense for me. It happens. To me.
That's not how crime works, but all right.
It does. So...
I mean, you incriminated yourself by touching the body.
That's true. I got him into bed. He looked up and hey, buddy, how's it going? And I was like, hey, go to sleep, night night. And he was like, okay, night night. He just passed out. I was like, all right, awesome. I went to bed. Meddy came back later on, looked at him, and was like, why is he? I was like, I don't want to know. We'll find out in the morning. I'm sure. So they were like, all right, sure. We all went to sleep. Woke up the next morning. Shay was like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened. I just went and took a shower because I'm like dirty and shit. I got to ask everyone what I was doing. comes out of the bathroom. He goes, "Does it look like I have a black eye?" And we're like, "What do you mean?" And we got real close. "Oh shit, you do. You have a black eye." We asked everyone that we knew, what the fuck happened to this man? Did he finally piss someone off and they punched him in the face? They began to tell us, this is what happened.
To quote Medi, good.
It would be good. He got piss drunk, like the rest of us, but was with this other group of friends. And they were playing like Pokemon Go outside and they were talking to each other. He decided to be a smart idea to climb a tree.
These fucking tree climbing bastards. Why?
I know.
Leave the trees alone. Nothing good has ever come from climbing a tree. I don't care what anybody says.
Even if you're sober, you're just gonna fall.
Yep, that's exactly what happened. He climbed up the tree. He was like, "Look, guys, I made it up." He fell off, smacked his face on it, and passed out. Dropped right to the ground into a bush. And they were like, well, this isn't going to be our problem. So they brought him to our room and just dropped him on the floor and left. Not even understand. They didn't even ask if he was okay. They didn't check him. They just dropped him on the floor and left. And I was like, what the fuck? Come on, guys.
Not even on the bed.
You can't just leave him like that.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Well, he was drunk, so it would have dulled whatever pain. But like the impact could have like left him with like a concussion. There could have been like some internal leakage.
It's fine.
That was incredibly irresponsible of the other group of friends.
He is very lucky he is okay.
It's fine. He was drunk. He didn't feel pain, I think.
I'm sorry, Carl. You gotta not retweet things while we're doing the podcast, because like while you were telling that story and I was invested, I've been just looking at this picture of Sokamon this entire time, just wondering, is this real? Was this like a thing that was made at some point? The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints presents Sokamon. Gotta jump to hump. Brought to you by Blockbuster Plus.
What?
PM, do you know about soaking?
No.
Oh, this is the Mormon thing?
It's the new trend, I guess. Everyone's been talking about it the last like 3 days.
So there's a sect of Mormons that think just sticking a penis in a vagina isn't sex.
Incorrect, but go on.
So their idea is God, it's so hard to describe. Is having the guy just insert himself into the woman, and having a third party jump on the bed to simulate thrusting.
So it's the motion of the ocean causes the actual motions inside. That's got to be like the worst threesome to ever be a fucking a part of. Like there's voyeurism, and then there's let me help my buddy get his rocks off because he's too much of a fucking pussy to commit. If you're this is so stupid. Like, okay, you clearly want to do it. And you go through the effort to actually go through insertion, but you're too much of a pussy to confront your God to actually do the motions yourself? You don't think your God knows what you're doing? He knows what you're doing. You can't loophole the Bible or whatever fucking book that you read out of. Just fucking do it. Just sin. Quit being a pussy. Commit to the bit.
By the way, I did indeed find the picture. I'll put it up on our Twitter everyone who's
get
not
consent first.
For everyone who doesn't watch on YouTube. There he is, face down on the floor, unconscious.
Looks like Ross from this angle.
He does.
This position makes no sense to me because the way you describe the situation, I imagine him being carried by like at least one other person and then just him flopping inward as soon as they enter the door.
No, I walked in and that's what I saw.
But they like turned him around?
Yeah, they turned him around and just left him there like that.
No, they dragged him by his feet.
Maybe, honestly.
and left him in that position.
That's how he got the black eye.
You see, like, first off, I I'm trying to figure out like how you would get a black eye from climbing a tree or falling out of a tree, and
smacking your face on like a branch, I guess.
I guess. I don't know. Whenever I see a motherfucker climb a tree and fall, all I just like think of is ook ook eek eek monkey.
Monkey.
And that's all he would have gotten for me. I would have helped. I would have just gone ook ook eek eek monkey.
Speaking of ook ook eek eek monkey, so I was driving home today.
Yeah.
And there's a Fazzoli's on my way home.
Yo, Fazzoli's?
I cannot begin to comprehend why, but there was a line in the drive-thru that wrapped around the building twice.
What the fuck? That many people invested in fucking Fazzoli's?
I don't know.
Fazzoli's is an Italian place, right?
Fast food Italian. Jordan, stop!
I'm sorry!
Yeah, fast food Italian.
Yeah. Possibly the worst kind of food to get fast food in.
Yeah.
Can you imagine fucking getting drive-thru and them handing you a plate of spaghetti?
You can if you go to that one McDonald's in Florida that still sells the mixed spaghetti.
The what?
As I've learned last night, there's a fucking McDonald's in Orlando, Florida that sells the long since discontinued menu items, the McPizza and the McSpaghetti.
Carl.
Yeah?
I can't wait to go there, order a mixed spaghetti, and then just handing me a box of pasta sauce. I'm like, there's no spaghetti here! You just sold me another Mick!
Carl.
Yeah?
If it's in Orlando, we need to go.
I'm pretty sure it's in Orlando.
We need to go.
Let's see, mixed spaghetti, Florida. Yep, except in Orlando, Florida, and the Philippines.
Okay, but you gotta go weird with it. You need to get a mixed spaghetti, and then you need to get a McChicken, and then take the mixed spaghetti and put it in the McChicken.
I gotta find it.
We gotta go.
I gotta have it. I gotta have it and the McPizza.
Oh, the McPizza looks like the Subway pizza.
Yeah.
Here, show it to me. I need to see this.
What is a McPinto? What the fuck?
McPinto?
Oh, what?
Is that the
Costa
McDonald's
Rican
sponsor's
McDonald's.
car?
Oh, it's a breakfast item served in the Costa Rican McDonald's menu. Costa Rican? Costa Rican.
Costa Rican.
Is it Costa Rican?
I think it's Costa.
That sounds like a white person trying to pronounce it. Look at that McPizza!
That actually looks okay. I'd eat that.
If that pizza's like $2, yeah, I'd eat that.
I was thinking it was going to look like one of those fucking like mini pizzas out of the Lunchables box.
Oh God!
Just like one like that sized pizza.
Have you ever encountered like a pizza place that serves worse pizza than the pizza you'd get from school?
Yes, I had. I tried to break my diet again.
God!
And no, here's the thing. I was successful, and I wish I wasn't, because it was like one of the worst slices of pizza I've ever had in my life. There's this place called Pizza by the Fifth, near where I live, and I went there, and I always see like this giant line out of this place. There's always people waiting for a slice of pizza there, and I guess I just showed up at a bad time. I don't know. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt, but it was like one of the worst slices of pizza I've ever had in my life. I've had Pizza. Pizza is a pizza chain here. Do you guys have
Caesars?
No, Pizza. Do you guys
Little
have
Caesars.
pizza? Is that what that's called over there?
I don't know. I just know there's a catchphrase that's pizza.
Does the mascot of Pizza go pizza?
No, I'm pretty sure Pizza doesn't have a mascot.
Okay.
I think it's just Pizza.
Because Little Caesars is all about the hot and ready pizzas for $5.
No, the only thing that I associate Pizza with is their phone number, because their phone number is their like radio jingle, and it's like so iconic. You ask anybody in Canada what the Pizza number is, they'll probably know it. 967-1111. Call Pizza. Hey. That's the jingle.
What the fuck is wrong with Canada?
It's a good jingle. It's been on the radio since I was a kid.
All right. I'm not going to judge you, I guess.
All right.
But yeah, their pizza has been synonymous with me of tasting like cardboard, like legit cardboard with fucking pasta sauce and fucking cheese. And it's disgusting. And I've had slices of pizza better than whatever fucking garbage that I had the other day from this place.
PM, I feel like trying to break your diet is gonna be like a podcast highlight every episode.
I mean,
I hope so.
Okay, here's the thing. It's been beaten enough into me where I realize, because I'm at the point of my diet now where when I initially started the diet, I dropped almost 50 pounds in 3 months just by changing my diet, not working out or anything. And I started working out a little bit, but then I fell and I hurt myself, and then it hurt to work out, so I stopped, and I haven't gone back to working out since. So all of my 83 pounds of weight loss has been just from dieting.
Let's go.
So now I've gotten to the point where it's slowed down. So I'm allowing myself at least one cheat meal per week. So I will report to you any mishaps that happened during my cheat meal days.
I hope you do. I need to hear it at every moment.
We had a real good one for the first episode.
Dude,
so
don't
I want to know.
Don't fucking talk
I
to
want
me.
to see how that's beaten.
I have to share this image. I was looking through my folder of old convention pictures to find that one. I don't know what compelled me to take this picture, but enjoy. The lone Taco Bell hot sauce packet in this tub.
Oh, I thought that was a Kit Kat.
It was so small that I thought it was like blood.
I don't know what possessed me to do that, but here we are.
Thought that was a Kit Kat.
Fuck. I miss conventions. I need one so bad.
They're starting up
excited.
again, right?
Yeah. I'm not going to MagFest because we're going to Orlando.
And MagFest is like a week after that, I think.
A week before, I think. Maybe even like a couple weeks before, but even then, that's a lot of money to spend all at once.
Mm-hmm. But RTX is a couple months after that, so
Oh, you're damn right. I'm going.
I'm hoping I can go.
I'm going to feed Eric Bador some dirt.
Dirt.
He's done
Shove it
nothing
right in his-
wrong.
Shove it right in his nasty little mouth.
Old man.
Please don't.
PM,
What?
PM, I need to somehow find a way to get you to watch Camp Betrayal. Because in that fucking series, it's just a running joke of them making him eat dirt.
Oh, okay.
That
You were
culminates in
referencing
Michael
something.
getting him a box. He's like, I got you a present. And he opens it, and it's just a bunch of dirt. And he goes, eat it. Eat the dirt.
I've had
the dirt.
something similar to that happen to me, except it wasn't dirt, it was shit.
What?
Huh?
I'm pretty sure I told you guys this story where I really wanted an Xbox 360 for Christmas during the height of the 360, and a Christmas one year rolled around, and my brother gave me like a pretty like decent sized box. I opened it and like, holy shit, it's a fucking 360. I go to open up the box, there's just a turd. There's just a fucking turd in the box. And
You haven't told that story.
and I didn't. I should have realized because the box was so light, but yeah, there was just shit. There was just shit in the box, and I'm still to this day confused. I didn't know if that was like his cat shit, if he just took like several shits in a box. I don't know. I still don't know the answer. He won't tell me. He doesn't remember, to be honest.
I mean, that would have been like, what, 16 years ago at this point?
Yeah, something like that.
That's fucking awesome.
Ugh.
All right, I'm hot and sweaty.
I think it's time for a boat fact.
Yeah, hit me with that boat fact.
Let's get that fact.
So, in the movie Titanic, many people found the fact that the band kept playing as the ship sank absurd, but this was actually based on reality, as in real life, the band really did play to calm the nerves of the passengers. Personally, I'd be pissed off if in my dying moments, drowning in the Arctic Sea, I heard some motherfucker playing a fiddle.
What?
Did you actually write a fact?
That was like a legit fact. First off, how dare you immediately, like week 2, we're 2 episodes in, you immediately go to the Titanic.
It's the most basic fact.
Yeah, we're looking for like. I want to learn something every week. I knew about the fucking fiddler on the boat. I should have worded that better. There should be no fiddling. Good fact, Jordan.
Listen.
I expect better.
It's a good fact.
Listen, the deeper we go, we gotta have some sense of escalation. People know shit about the Titanic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find shit people don't know. The further in we get.
I agree. Next week, I want to know about wars on boats.
What? All right.
I could give you a fucking fact about boat wars.
Yeah?
Hey, that's my job.
Don't. I swear to God, if you start talking about One Piece, this is the wrong podcast for that.
No, no, not that one. No.
So anyway, Grand Fisher.
What?
What?
That's the wrong series.
What the fuck? Oh, that's the Bleach guy. What's wrong with you? How did that come into your mind about One Piece?
Fish.
You know what? Yeah. All right. That's fair. I'll let it slide this once.
I'm so tired.
Thank you all for listening to the second episode of the DipShips podcast.
Sorry we couldn't get to the nautical news this week.
Yeah, fucking Jordan takes up too much time with the stories. Just keeps going on.
Yeah, Jordan, come on. We gotta make time for the fucking the boating news.
The bread and butter of this podcast.
Yep. Maybe we'll get it to it next week.
Yeah, next week.
I still have so many stories to get through.
This is why we're gonna work.
I still haven't talked about beans!
Oh, we gotta talk about the beans room! God damn it.
That's okay, next week. Next week for sure.
I'm gonna commit it to memory. I'm gonna put it at the top of the list of things that you've got to fucking talk about, because I need to know what's up with this.
All right. We'll do it. For sure. For sure in Beans Room next week.
Beans Week.
See you all next week on the Nautical Mile.
Toodles.
Goodbye, everybody.